People start coaching classes in many rural places as a way to help younger students who have not so access to great resources and everything, to help them.
In the current scenario, coaching institutions are essential for competitive exam preparation and personalized education. USA, UK, Canada and Australia are examples of countries that have implemented an effective regulatory framework.
That's what today's coaching institutions are doing. They are prioritizing rote learning over true understanding, thus reducing education to a mere race for marks.
The 2024 guidelines do prohibit misleading promises or guarantee ranks to protect families who sacrifice their livelihoods for these fees.
Misleading promises regarding ranks and marks to the parents and the buying ranks and leaking of question papers are some of the regular accusations put upon major coaching institutions. That their death wasn't enough, that we are standing here to talk about it. Reports after reports publish that 10,000 on an average students commit suicide in major coaching industries.
By government control, this will be converting coaching classes from not a tool for helping students, but just converting them into corporations, turning them into retail shops. There is no worth in killing the creativity. We students come to coaching classes as a way for achieving our dreams. The different teachers, a different environment where our friends are our competitions. Nobody, as well as I believe the deaths in coaching classes are very bad. But do we have to forget the beautiful faces of the smiling parents, smiling students, smiling teachers when a person cracks these examinations, taking a larger step towards their future? As we see today, many times there are applications written in newspapers, articles written in phone as well as everywhere that a student committed suicide, financial pressure, etc. But sometimes we have to also read the articles stating the happiness of these students when they crack out of their own power. Because I would like to say, दुनिया में ख्वाब देखने के लिए तो आए हैं, ये कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट तो हमारी सीढ़ियां हैं, सर उठा के जिएंगे क्योंकि हम कामयाब होकर दिखाएंगे। ये दुनिया में हम सर झुकाने नहीं आए हैं क्योंकि ये हमारा सपना है। People start coaching classes in many rural places. I am from Bihar. I have seen in villages that people start these coaching classes as a way to help younger students who have not so access to great resources and everything, to help them. But if there are such many...
Kindly conclude.
So I would like to say, rather than pointing fingers at these coaching institutes, I would like to government to change their policies, to increase the seats so that the students can see light in their dreams, so that they can change their perspective of this world, not looking at suicide and other problems. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker Madam. With the permission of the Honorable Speaker Madam, as a young and woke mind of my country, considering it my outright duty, today I stand in favor of the motion. In the current scenario, coaching institutions are essential for competitive exam preparation and personalized education, which is not fully available in school due to time constraints and specific syllabus, which is why 75% of Indian students opt for coaching. But media reports are highlighting that these coaching institutions are charging very high fees and using unfair practices, causing stress on students, which even leads to suicidal cases. The 2024 guidelines do prohibit misleading promises or guarantee ranks to protect families who sacrifice their livelihoods for these fees. लेकिन अगर इन नियमों का उल्लंघन ऐसे ही होता रहा तो एक गरीब बच्चा जो कोचिंग की एडमिशन फीस के लिए धक्के खाता है, उसकी व्यथा बस यही हो जाएगी कि लेकर अपनी टूटी साइकिल कोचिंग भागा हूं, एडमिशन फीस के चक्कर में रात भर जागा हूं, भाग दौड़ की जिंदगी में आई बहुत थकान, एडमिशन फीस के चक्कर में बिक गए खेत मकान, उम्र हमारी 18 बरस की हर दिन मुझे सताती है, एडमिशन फीस चुकाने में उम्र बीती जाती है, देख देख शिक्षा का आलम मन में बड़ी उदासी है, but this poor child can be helped by following regulations laid in an effective regulatory framework. We must know that a framework is important, but what's more important is the strict implementation. मैं यहाँ उपस्थित सभी सांसदों से पूछना चाहती हूँ कि क्या हम हमारे भारत के युवाओं को ऐसे कोचिंग संस्थानों में पढ़ने भेज सकते हैं जहां ना कोई नियम हो, ना कानून, और बस कोचिंग वालों की मनमानी हो? क्या हम भारत के युवाओं का भविष्य दांव पर लगा सकते हैं? USA, UK, Canada and Australia are examples of countries that have implemented an effective regulatory framework.
Honorable member, kindly conclude.
In India also, violations would incur penalties. Now, I would like to anchor the ship of my words with a famous quote by APJ Abdul Kalam sir. हम राष्ट्र नहीं बनाते, हम इंसान बनाते हैं. उन्हें शिक्षित करें और राष्ट्र अपने आप बन जाएगा. जय हिंद.
किसी महान व्यक्ति का कहना था कि युवा के विकास की परिकल्पना उस वट वृक्ष के समान है जिसकी जड़ें हमारी पुरातन संस्कृति हो, जिसका तना हमारा लोकतांत्रिक मूल्य हो, जिसकी शाखाएं हो सबका साथ, सबका विकास और सबका विश्वास, युवा कौशल जिसकी पत्तियां हो, जिसे सींचे हम अपने परिश्रम से और फलस्वरूप हमें मिले विकसित विश्वगुरु भारत. As quoted by Mahatma Gandhi, live as if you were to die tomorrow and learn as if you were to live forever. These words remind us that education is not merely about acquiring knowledge, but continuous growth throughout our lives. Do you know what Lord Macaulay once said in British Parliament? He said that it is nearly impossible to rule India, but if they succeeded in breaking our backbone, our education system, then they'll succeed in breaking our entire nation, and that's what they did, and that's what today's coaching institutions are doing. They are prioritizing rote learning over true understanding, thus reducing education to a mere race for marks. आज के कोचिंग संस्थानों ने गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा को हर नागरिक के मौलिक अधिकार से एक विशेष अधिकार बना दिया है. चिंतित माता पिता की नजरों में ये कोचिंग संस्थान पैसा छापने की मशीन बन गए हैं जो छात्रों और अभिभावकों की असुरक्षाओं पर गिद्ध दृष्टि लगाए हुए हैं. आपको यह जान के हैरानी होगी कि हमारे देश के प्रतिष्ठित कोचिंग संस्थानों में 120 से भी ज्यादा छात्रों के लिए केवल एक अध्यापक नियुक्त होता है. क्या ये पर्याप्त है? साथियों, याद रखिए, संघर्षों के साए में इतिहास हमारा पलता है. जिस और जवानी चलती है उस और जमाना चलता है. हमें जरूरत है मजबूत नियम बनाने की ताकि यह कोचिंग संस्थान पारदर्शी रूप से संचालित हो और छात्रों की भलाई को प्राथमिकता दें. हमें खुद से पूछना चाहिए कि क्या हम ऐसी शिक्षा प्रणाली को कायम रखेंगे जो गुलामी के कालखंड में साजिशन रची गई थी, या फिर हम एक नए रास्ते पर चलेंगे जो विचारों की विविधता का जश्न मनाता हो, हर व्यक्ति को स्वतंत्र रूप से सशक्त बनाता हो. अंत में मैं बस यही कहना चाहूंगी कि वसुधा का नेता कौन हुआ, भूखंड विजेता कौन हुआ, अतुलित यशक्रेता कौन हुआ, नवधर्म प्रणेता कौन हुआ, जिसने न कभी आराम किया, विघ्नों में रहकर काम किया, विघ्नों में रहकर काम किया. जय हिंद, जय भारत और धन्यवाद.
Speaking in the favor of the motion, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that this motion lies in major three words: why, how, and the ground reality. Respected Madam, as we look on, why is the transformation required? It lies in the keywords of the motion itself, which is first, transparency. The boards we see outside, उन हंसते चेहरों के पीछे कितनी सच्चाई है, कितने आंसू हैं, कितने दुख हैं, हम कभी नहीं जान सकते. We just see it. Misleading promises regarding ranks and marks to the parents and the buying ranks and leaking of question papers are some of the regular accusations put upon major coaching institutions. And it's always proved right. NEET paper leak, IIT paper leak, and whatnot. Suicide, we all spoke about. And it fills me with guilt that their death wasn't enough, that we are standing here to talk about it. Reports after reports published that 10,000 on an average students commit suicide in major coaching industries. Now, the second major keyword of the motion is equality. Equality how? क्योंकि यूपीएससी तो टॉप एक ऑटो वाले की बेटी भी कर लेती है but the money is invested in it, and the ones who can't go it end their life thinking that they can never achieve anything. And quality of education, एक टीचर पे 100-200 बच्चे रहेंगे तो कॉन्सेप्ट कहाँ क्लियर होगा? Where will the concept go? It will just be the surface knowledge that will remain, and ones will exceed and the others won't. Now, it's not just these major issues. Where's the safety? I would like to draw your attention to one of the incidents happened on 6 June 2024 in Jaipur, where I'm standing in this particular place, that there was this particular coaching institution where fire broke out and people were jumping off the building to save their lives. How is this right? And same was seen in Mukherjee Nagar in Delhi. So we are repeating and repeating episodes, but no major action is still taken. Now, will these things ever change? Because the coaching institutions remind me of a famous line by Mirza Ghalib that हमको मालूम है जन्नत की हकीकत, लेकिन दिल को खुश करने का गालिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है.
Honorable member, kindly conclude.
So, what we need is a regulating body to look upon what is happening, because all these major amendments taken are not enough, and that will make our country proud and the Vishwa Guru again. Thank you.